Hi everyone, welcome back to my Python laboratory series. For today's video, I'll be showing you my prelim laboratory practical exam in Python, which is all about patient admission and hospital billing system. In this program, gumamit tayo ng different Python concept which I'll show you later on, like the conditional statements, if else, and match para ma-access natin yung patient informations, vital signs, and of course, para ma-compute natin yung hospital bill kasama na ang mga discounts and other fees. So basically, this program is like a mini hospital system kung saan automatic na may nag-a-analyze or automatic siyang nag-a-analyze ng patient's vitals as well as nag-calculate ng final bill. So if you're ready, let's start with our demo. So now let's discuss our program in detail. So the program asks for user to input ID, name, age, room type, either ward, semi-private, private, ICU, and also the days of stay, kung ilang araw magsistay doon sa hospital. And then, dito naman, you input lab test if there's any. And medicine fee in float, it's the input for the medicine fee is stored in float. And mag-input naman dito is operation needed, either yes or no lang. It also asks the patient's vital signs. Dito mag-enter tayo ng temperature, ng systolic BP, diastolic BP, as well as the heart rate. Then this is the logic for the room rates. As you remember, dito sa upper part ng ating code, nag-ask siya for the room type. So, you choose from either ward, semi-private, private, or ICU. So, each room type may designated siya na price. So, if you choose ward, madadagdagan yung room rate mo or mag-update yung value ng room rate mo to 500. Kapag naman semi-private, mag-update yung value ng room rate mo to 1,000 and so on and so forth. Kapag nag-input ka dito ng invalid or wala dito sa choices, magpiprint siya ng invalid room type or unavailable room type. Next is for the operation fee. So dito, 'di ba, nag-a-ask siya if there's an operation needed. If you type yes, then meron siyang default na price or default value for the operation bill, which is 15,000. Else naman, if you answer here no, then the operation bill will be 0. For the bill computation naman, makukuha natin siya doon sa number of stay, kung ilang araw ka nagstay, multiplied by the room rate, which is nakadepende sa kung anong type ng room ang kinuha mo. And then sa lab bill, makukuha yung lab bill naman by multiplying the lab test to to 1,200. So, as you remember dito, nagtanong siya ng number of lab tests. So, naka-default siya na each lab test is equivalent to 1,200. Kaya, makukuha yung total bill ng lab bill by multiplying the number of lab tests to 1,200. Then, after na makuha natin lahat ng bills, makukuha na natin yung subtotal. So, to get the subtotal, isa-sum lang natin yung room bill, lab bill, medicine fee, as well as the operation bill. Then, it will display na kung magkano yung subtotal or the grand total for our bill. And also, this program includes discount. So, by default, ang discount natin is 0. Our discount status is no discount and discount applied as empty. Sabi dito, kapag daw is yung age is greater than or equal to 60, the discount will be equal to subtotal multiplied by 0.20 to get the 20% senior discount. If naman daw the subtotal is greater than or equal to 100,000, magkakaroon ng discount na 15%, which will display the status high bill discount. If naman daw the subtotal is greater than or equal to 50,000, the discount will be applied is 10%. The discount status will be discount applied, and then ayun magdi-display kung magkaano or ilang percent yung discount mo. Else if walang nag-true dito, wala kang condition na na-meet dito sa if, elif statements mo, therefore pupunta siya dito sa else statement, which is discount is equals to 0, which means walang discount na na-apply. And then, compute niya yung total bill. The total bill will be the subtotal minus the discount. Yung total bill, it consists na yung deducted na discount. Then for the vital signs, meron tayong conditional statement dito for our vital signs. Dito, ang ating default for our thermostat is normal, and mag-a-update siya depende doon sa condition na ma-meet niya. If our temperature daw is greater than or equal to 38, then magpiprint or mag-a-update ang ating temperature status to fever. Else kapag hindi naman na-meet ang if condition, magpiprint siya as normal temperature. For the logic naman ng blood pressure, our default value for our variable BP stat is normal blood pressure, and if the systolic BP is greater than or equal to 40 or ang diastolic daw is greater than equal to 90, therefore mag-a-update yung BP stat to high blood pressure. LF naman less than or equal to 90, or our diastolic BP is less than is equal to 60, mag-a-update ang ating BP status to low blood pressure. Else, kapag wala siyang na-meet na condition sa if, elif natin, mag-update ang ating value for BP stat as normal blood pressure. And for the condition naman ng heart rate, our heart rate stat default value is normal heart rate. If our heart rate is greater than 60, mag-update ang heart rate stat to bradycardia. If our heart rate is greater than 100, the heart rate stat will update to tachycardia. Else, normal heart rate lang. Dito naman sa ating patient vital status, dito chinecheck niya if ang vitals ng patient natin is normal or ang vitals niya needs monitoring. So, ang logic nito, if doon sa mga previous na condition natin dito sa vital signs, kapag may isang hindi normal dyan, magpiprint or mag-a-update ang patient vital stat to patient requires close monitoring due to abnormal vital signs. So, as long as may isang hindi normal dito sa ating vital signs, mag-a-update ang patient vital stat into this one. So, para mas makita natin siya, let's run our code so that we will get kung paano talaga siya gumagana. So, for patient ID, 022 1000, patient name, Zaira M. Age is 21, room type ward, day stay 7, lab test 5, medicine fee, so siguro 50,000. Operation needed, let's go with yes. Then temperature 39, so may fever. Systolic BP 60, diastolic BP 60, heart rate 80. So After ma-fill out natin lahat ng information na kailangan for patient admission and hospital billing, na-fill out natin lahat ng patient details as well as the patient vital signs, magde-display na yung bill summary as well as the vital signs and the billing status. So, for hospital admission summary, na-display natin yung patient ID, name, age, room type, and days of stay. For vital signs, temperature, ayan, nakita na 39 siya, which is greater than 38. Therefore, naglabas siya ng fever. So, this is the status of the temperature. For blood pressure, nakita na 60/60. And inanalyze niya 'to, nakuha niya na the patient has low blood pressure. For heart rate naman, 80 beats per minute is equivalent to normal heart rate. So ayan guys, that's the end of my prelim laboratory practical exam, the patient admission and hospital billing system and Python. So through this program, nakita natin kung paano gumagana ang mga conditionals, calculations, and logic para gumana or gumawa ng isang simple pero functional na hospital billing system. That's all for our prelim laboratory activities and practical exam. For our next videos naman, sa mga susunod na videos, it will be allotted for our midterm laboratory activities. So you guys stay tuned and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.